most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to talk about 5 minutes to stronger knees. This is the beginner version. We'll actually probably do an intermediate and advanced version later on.
The 3-level approach.
Right.
Say
By
no
the
more.
way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain free, and we upload every day. Also go to bobandbrad.com, go to the giveaway section, directly to it. Don't go anywhere else. Go directly to it because we're giving away a massage gun. I don't know. Is this C2?
Yeah, C2. The other one's a Q2.
Q2.
Right. We can never remember. We got to write that down on notes
This
too.
is a really fantastic massage
it's a
gun.
beautiful one.
Let's go to Facebook. If you want to go to the contest, it'll be pinned to the top of the page. Go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program.
And now we have podcasts. Podcasts are floating all over out there.
Let's go to the first exercise,
world.
Brad.
First exercise.
Yeah, we're going to talk about strengthening the quadriceps. This is actually the muscle when you have a painful knee that tends to get the weakest. They've shown with research again and again, this is the muscle you want to strengthen if you have a painful knee. So let's show how an easy way to do it, Brad, is to take a pillow, fold it in half.
Take a nap?
Take a nap. You might get out of the way.
Sure, I'm sorry to interrupt your program.
All right, just put it under the knee like this, and you're going to squish the pillow down. That's all you're doing. And while you're doing that, you're tightening the quadricep.
So you're using the pillow for a little resistance.
Right.
But it's basically an isometric.
Yep.
How long are you going to hold it?
There's a little bit of isotonic.
Sure. Yep, because of the pillow squish.
Right.
Yeah.
I would hold like a count of 10, and I would do a set of 10. And you can do 3 sets of 10, actually, if you want to.
Yeah, rest a little bit between.
Yep.
You could do one knee and then do the other one and then come back. If you haven't,
do both at the same time.
Well, that's an option.
It's a little weird
Yeah.
because you're starting to use my body to push in.
Sure.
I think you would concentrate on one leg
you
at a
can
time.
isolate better this way.
Yeah, the thing is about strengthening the knees, you don't have to do it every day. You can, but you could do it 3 days a week if you're busy. So,
and if you've been very sedentary, I would start at 3 days a week because you might get sore. I just know my mother started this.
Sure.
And she became very sore. She went at it
and she was sore at you.
Yeah. No, and it wasn't my fault. I told her just take it easy.
The thing is nice about this, Brad, you wake up, take your pillow from under your head, stick it under your knee, and go ahead and start. All right, let's show the next one, Brad. The hamstrings. So we strengthen the muscle in the front. We're going to strengthen the muscles on the back. There's 3 hamstrings, if I remember right.
Right. Semitendinosus.
Semimembranosus and bicep femoris.
Say no more, Bob.
Right.
We still have anatomy class in our head.
Yeah.
So this is a beginner one, as all these are.
Right.
So I'm gonna put this towel down just so we have a little more slipperiness there. If you're in bed, you could do this, depending on how your feet slide on the sheets or whatever you got there. So I'm going to just go up like this. That's all hamstring there. And then we're going to push down. Oh, my towel is not sliding quite as well as I like it to.
Maybe
if that's the case, let's do this. Yeah. There we go. And that's what you're going to have to do at home. Just experiment with what works best. Isometric, you can go this far up.
And then lift the butt up, right?
There you go. That's one. I was going to do something else, but this is easier yet, Bob.
Yep.
So if you lift the butt up, we're getting some hip, and the hamstrings have to engage even stronger. If you want to think about
go further out.
There, and that's more hamstring.
Oh, that's hamstring.
Yeah, I can feel that more in a hamstring. The other thing you can think about is just bringing your heel towards your butt, and if you look at where my heel digs into the cushion, I'm pulling it in and I'm lifting up, and I can really feel the hamstrings engage.
Yeah.
Be careful with this if you are a person that has a tendency to have cramps.
Yeah, that'll do it.
This could start a cramp. If you do get a cramp in your hamstrings, straighten your knees out right away and then sit up, and that will stretch it out and eliminate that.
Brad, since you're lying down, do you want to do hip abduction right away?
Yes. All right, hip abduction.
Now, obviously we're working the hip here too, but the hip, some of the IT band goes all the way across the knee.
Right.
So it's a great way to strengthen the knee on the outside.
Exactly. So my bottom leg, for me, I usually have my patients and myself, I just bend this knee so you're more stable. This leg will be straight, and my foot is going to be not like this, but pointed towards the camera, and I'm going to lift it up as far as I can. I can feel that muscle working real aggressively right now. And make sure, you can hold your head or have a pillow. A pillow would be a little more relaxing. Make sure you breathe and don't hold your breath and go, Breathe, relax.
And if you have a pet monkey, you can have the monkey hang on to the end of the foot and give it a little weight.
Why, Bob? Why? That deserves a why, Bob.
Do hip adduction.
Okay. So now we're going to do the bottom leg, the muscles on the inner part.
And these go all the way across the knee. They actually form the pes anserinus. Did I say that wrong?
Pes anserine, not pes anserinus.
Well, rhinus bursa, I thought. I have to look that up.
Well, we're going to have to look at that. I don't even think an English major is going to know that. So we're going like this. This leg is just supporting. I plant the foot down behind the knee and then up. Everything is black here, so that might be hard to. There we go. Yeah, that's more
there
like
we go.
It. Of all, this one's probably the least important. So if you have a difficult time with it,
I've had some people though that were having pain here, Brad.
Yeah.
And I actually like it when they stretch that muscle then.
Sure.
Stretch the adductors.
Oh, we can go like this and do the clamshell stretch.
Right.
But do you want to get into that for this video? We'll hold that
and
for
the final one we're going to strengthen for the knee is actually the calf muscles go across the knee also.
Absolutely.
At least one of them does.
Gastrocnemius, huh?
So all we got to do is go to the edge of your chair like this. You can start by pushing up like this and lifting up your butt off the chair. And then you can actually go to the point where you actually go one leg and push up off the floor.
I was just going to show Bob.
Yeah, why don't you show it that, Brad?
If you're in a chair with armrests, that will be probably the easiest.
Right.
So we're just going to, and if you're able to push up and go like this and get a little resistance there.
Sure.
Or if you just lean forward and put some weight through your
Again,
knees.
These are beginners.
Right.
Obviously, if you're a big weightlifter, you're going to have somebody put big weights on you and do those.
Right. Yeah. Those people are not watching our channel, Bob.
Do you ever see, I remember this years ago, one guy would have another guy get on his back and he'd do calf strengthening that way.
Yeah. Couldn't afford weights, huh?
Well, was that normal? I don't know. I mean, well, anyway. So 5 exercises, give them a try. Definitely the quad and hamstring, I would say.
Right, yeah, those
if you're
first
busy.
two are, yeah.
And you know that when you have a stronger knee, it's going to be less painful because you're going to have the muscles that take some of the
instability,
force, some of the force.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I know, if you do have that painful knee, you need that strength so it doesn't collapse and you get that buckling and causing a fall. So,
all right. Remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything
except for
a broken heart.
That's right.
It's right here.
Yeah. Well, we're working on it, but
it's
not on the side like that. It's more in the center.
Okay. Thanks. That's maybe why we haven't fixed it yet.